Greetings, wild and tame souls. I'm Lucinda Bakken-White, and today we're going to talk about Lily's encounter with a baby quail. And I happen to know Lily, and she told me, Lucinda, before I began working with you, I was not one to believe in the power of the animal kingdom. I was moved by people's incredible encounters, but I always thought to myself, that's so beautiful, but it will never happen to me. I don't think I've ever even had an animal encounter. Well, taking a break from work to go on a run one day, I decided to walk the loop around the trail near my house to cool down. This is such a beautiful story because it proves that magic is all around us. All you have to do is pay attention. So one day Lily is on a walk and all of a sudden she's just more open to the universe. And she's walking and against all odds, she looks down and what appeared to be a tiny crushed leaf, almost the size of a cotton ball, upon closer inspection was something different. I noticed some movement in the little tiny leaf, and looking even closer, it appeared fuzzy. I scooped it up to find the tiniest baby quail I had ever seen. Isn't that incredible? It's not like a mountain lion stood in front of her trail or a hawk swooped in front of her face. I mean, what are the odds that someone who claims they've never had an animal encounter would be walking or jogging and look down and notice something the size of a cotton ball, think it's a leaf, but be curious and pulled in to look closer and notice it's a little tiny baby quail. Now that's astounding connection and awareness to the environment. I searched around for a nest but could not find one, nor could I find any sign of a mother. Shivering in the middle of the road, the baby was not in good shape. I was shocked and sad, feeling an immediate draw to save the quail. Holding the quail to my chest, I felt a gentleness that I had never experienced before. I felt its tiny body breathing on my fingertips and clutched it to my chest for warmth. I walked 3 miles back to my house just like that. So sweet, so tender and intimate with something so tiny. She's taking in everything, the breath, the movement, the feeling. Just an incredible connection that I know will change you forever, Lily. So she is kicking in with the motherly instinct. And what's so interesting is that is one of the symbols or energy that quail teaches us. It's the mothering instinct. Quails are all about community. They cannot survive alone. They are small little birds that love each other, and when they're together in community, they're bigger, they appear bigger, and they can protect each other from predators. So if a quail comes into your life, it's talking about a community. So Lily is most likely somebody who loves community, and she loves her family, and they're really, really important to her survival and thrival. Whereas another person, maybe they're just a little bit more independent or introverted, and it wouldn't be as important to them. So that's one thing. And this motherly instinct, would hearken to her mother and her feelings for her mother. And then, as obviously what the quails do, they nurture and nourish each other and protect each other. And then she is playing that out herself, that mother, divine, feminine energy of caring, connecting, having compassion, and nurturing. I knew I did not have the resources to care for it myself, but someone would. I called the local wildlife center and put its tiny limp body in a box with cloth and wood chips for warmth and comfort. Since it had been so still the whole time, I figured it was okay to leave the box open, so I could keep watch over her on the car ride. What a mistake! The baby sprung out of the box and jumped around my car while we were on the freeway. I was terrified and didn't know where it had gone or how I could find it. And when the car came to a stopping point, I pulled over and found the quail all the way in the back seat. What a parting moment. So this is also classic quail behavior. They are so in tune with their environment that when they sense danger or a predator, they explode. And when they're with their group and they explode, they kind of explode in all different directions, and so that's overwhelming to the predator. So the quail was just being its natural, authentic self in the car and didn't want to be contained in a box, its wild nature. So it actually played out beautifully. And it would indicate to Lilly something about her connection to the environment. Either she's so aware she can sense danger in the positive sense, she's protective, she just knows, or it could be that she over worries and overthinks about what could happen. I'm not sure which it is, but it's something to ponder and contemplate, because it did happen to her in the car with the quail. And what's also coming to me is that she experienced through this quail the true authentic essence of the quail, the nurturing, mothering, community-oriented aspect, and the connected to the environment and just knows how to protect itself. And then sadly, at the very end, she called the wildlife center to check on the quail, and it had crossed to the other side, which actually made her very sad. And she said, "It seems so ominous and painful to me. I want to think that it could be something positive, but I just can't. What is the message for me in all of this?" Well, the message is how important community and family is to you, and to be authentic. You know, the quail was being authentic to itself. It was in the box. It didn't want to be contained in a box, and nor do you. But also, death is just demonstrating that it is a part of life. We are all born to die, and that the aspect of death is mirrored to us in nature all the time. And it's almost like the quail did not want to be inauthentic. If it's not with its family and its community, it has no need to live. And it's just an ending, because it will be reborn and it will come back, because I believe in the cycle and circle of life. So I hope everybody enjoyed this story, and I'm really excited for Lilly to see what your next animal encounter is going to be. Thanks for watching.